Just a new account. Go to settings, integrations, OpenAI. You see it's on AutoGPT, so this is the main brain. And this is where you would put your prompt. It's been changed to custom instructions. And this is where you're going to put in all of your instructions. Your functions. And then of course you can set some advanced options here. If you're going to use an assistant, you can go in here and choose which one you've created. They will only be there if you have done this. Add an assistant, call it my HR bot. And then you could put in the instructions for that bot. Same thing, functions, and add files like PDFs or other documents that you wanted to put in there that this assistant works from. Like HR bot specifically, you would want something like the employee handbook might go in here. And so this assistant answers questions and talks about things that are just associated with the employee handbook or rules and regulations of the company. And so then once you get this created and save it and upload anything there, but if you did, you'd have that and prompt instruction and you'd have those documents. And then this assistant could be chosen when you go back into settings to your main brain, OpenAI, edit. Now I have an assistant that I can choose from and put in there if I wanted to. These instructions are your prompts, and they're going to guide how the bot acts. And then your functions are also here. Right now we have a connect user to human function, and I can't change that. I can't do anything with that because it's built in, but I could add one. If I do book appointment, what does it do? Allows user to book appointment. And then you can collect the data. I don't need to trigger a flow necessarily, but I could. Now I have a function. So when I go back into my main brain where I'm prompting or giving instructions to the bot, in here I could say use the book appointment function if the user shows interest in booking an appointment. And that instruction or that prompt will let the chatbot know that if the intent is something surrounding making appointments, they're going to go and use this function, which I'm going to put in here so that it knows, and then continue. Now a flow, let's say I wanted something to happen. I'm going to add a flow. These are specific tasks or paths that the user is going to go down in a conversation to direct what you want to happen. So let's call this drip campaign. And in this, we're going to send an email. The message could be text box. And in this email, we could put from and then it'll put whatever email they gave you in that automatically. And now this is a flow. So a message will pop up, says thanks for the info, and then it will automatically send an email. Oh, I need to remove that button. You can't have anything in here that's not being used or totally filled out. Okay, so now it's good. Success. So this flow is called Drip Campaign. And if I go to integrations, go down here to functions, and I edit this book appointment function, I'm going to put a flow that is triggered when I collect this information. So now if I go just open up a welcome message and preview it, hey, did you say I could book an appointment with you? And see, it noticed the intent and asked me for my info. Give it the information. And it says, thanks for the info. Now let's go see if it collected the information. And we do that by going back to our inbox. And there it is, Charlie Chaplin. We'll look over here. It got the email, it got the phone number, what time they came in, what welcome message I sent them. And then if I go look at my error messages under the flows, it's going to say it couldn't send the email because it's not a real email. And so it's giving me an error because I tried to send an email and I don't have any of that stuff set up, which would be in here under your channels, set up your email. So I don't have anything connected. And I don't have anything connected in my integrations for my calendar either. So you would have to book appointments actually, you'd have to set up the calendar in here, you'd have to go to the channels and set up your email. But that's how the prompts, functions, and flows work in your bot. Hope that makes sense. And as always, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Appreciate a subscribe and a follow, and I'll see you in the next one.